Hey, so looks like the same outfit, but it's not. I changed. And I have a different sitting position, so nothing is the same as any of my other videos. 42 and pregnant, but in my nurture group, there are several other women who are around my age group. They're in their 30s, late 30s. So far, I'm the only one that's 40 and older, but I feel like I've been so fit. I've been so active most of my life, or most of the last 5, 6 years, that I feel like I'm pretty healthy. Um, my mother is so excited. She can't wait to for me to tell my sisters so we can all celebrate, because my mom has 3 daughters and 2 sons, and one of my brother has 2 kids, and my 2 sisters have 3 kids each. One has a twin. Wink, wink. How do I wink? One of them has a twin, so anyway, and a boy, and then the other one has 2 boys and a girl, and both of them have kids who are over 20, because I think my nephew is like 20 now, and my niece is like 20. My niece will be 25 this year. So I'm the only one who doesn't have any kids, and I don't even know what happened, because I hate to say it because I don't want my baby to hear, cover your ears, baby, but I don't think I wanted to have any kids in my 20s, which I feel like I know I wish I had kids when I was younger, because now I would have teenage kids, and I would be living my life now, and I wouldn't be worried about everybody talking about, oh, Down syndrome and this, that, and all the other stuff that your kids get when you're old. I wouldn't be worrying, well, not worrying, but I wouldn't have to be concerned about them, or my doctors wouldn't have to be concerned about them. I feel like I'm really good. But it's funny, when I was a kid, I was always asked what I want to be when I grow up, and I always said I wanted to be a mother. And it was so funny, for years my nickname when I lived in the country was Mother. Everybody used to call me Mother. Them used to say, because Mother in Patois, Mother. But I don't know what happened. After a while I was like, I don't want to live my life based off of the model that everybody else think I should live off of. I don't want to have kids, and I want to live. And then by the time I hit like 29, 30, I started wanting to have kids. It was so weird. But then around that time was when I got married, and I won't get into all of that, but I knew I didn't want to have a child with him. And so the marriage dissolved after 2 years, and I pretty much was single for a long time after that. And then I was a lot focused on school, so I wasn't dating at all. Okay, so I paused and I don't remember what I was even saying. Apparently lose your memory when you're pregnant. Small sacrifice. So yeah, many years passed and I did not have a relationship. I wasn't dating because I had school round the clock, just school, and then, lots of stuff, life happened. And so I have to pause for breath. Life happened, and so by 39 I started to panic, which is when most women start to panic. 39 I started to panic, and like, oh my God, it's never gonna happen. I started soliciting my friends, like, oh my God, I need one of you guys to help me out. And all of them said no. I'm so mad right now just saying it. Whatever happened to the days when Jamaican men just wanted to plant their seeds everywhere? But anyway, I just went on just wondering when, but I also knew that I had to finish school before I tried to take that on. But and then life happened again. And oh, I won't even talk about the time where I was so devastated that I thought I was going to be pregnant, and it turns out that I wasn't. I don't even want to get into it, but I cried. I cried. I was like, why not me? I would make such a great mother. Why I can't get to have a baby? Everybody have a baby, and if some people don't even want their babies. It got to the point where I was getting ready to look into adoption. I thought about a sperm bank, but the idea of a sperm bank, I didn't like it because I feel like my baby would have like half of a lineage. I didn't like the idea of not knowing who the father of my child was, even if it was somebody who I knew who donated the sperm. I wanted to be able to know him, that if one day my child said, well, I'm 18, I want to know my father, I want to be able to say, well, this is his number, he and I were friends, but we've lost touch over the years, blah, blah, blah. But at least I'd be able to name somebody. I'd be able to, have my child call somebody up so they'll know where they got, the not me from, or where they got the lips from, or why they're so tall, or why they're so short, or where they got the fat genes, or whatever it is. I wanted to be able to have my child know. So I was like, sperm bank, extreme last minute, not last minute, last resort, extreme last resort sperm bank situation. So, but the adoption was viable. But while I was in school, pretty sure nobody would give me a child with my schedule and with my income, work and school. So I was like, ugh, if the school thing could just end, so I could just focus on just being a mother. I wanted to be a mother. I wanted to have a baby. But and then the opportunity presented itself, and Troy and I met like 2003, and we were I don't want to talk about the Troy situation. On and then off again, and then on again, and then off again, and then on again. But I think I think the fact that I asked my friends to help me out and they all said no, and then this man came and asked me if at my age, if I still wanted to have a baby, and I said yes, and we decided, okay, at our tender ages, we are gonna be parents. He's gonna be a parent again, and I'm gonna be a parent for the first time. And so I was so happy that I didn't have to ask anybody again. And yeah, it was so easy. I know everybody says, oh, when it's supposed to happen, it will happen, and when it's right, it will happen. And I was like, I'm very impatient. It's supposed to happen when I want it to happen, but it doesn't happen like that. And it was so easy. I didn't have to be like, oh, please just do it for me, please, or nothing, like nothing. I didn't have to do anything. We just did the wild monkey dance, and then psh, there I was. Triggers. No, Troy lives in Atlanta, and we don't even know what we're gonna do with this situation, who is gonna move where. But right now I'm not even concerned with it because we have school, and his mother just took sick, So I don't know. I don't want to move to Georgia, and I don't know if he's going to move his mom to New York, because I know most people, older people, don't like being in the cold. So that's something we have to work out. But this blessing right here, this is a blessing that God sent me. It happened because it was supposed to happen. It happened because it was the right time. And I am so happy for it. I just want to be big. I want to be fat. I want to be eating everything. I want to not be able to walk. I want to have swollen feet. I want to have the whole thing. And these are the craziness you think when you end up at 42 and you have no baby yet. You just die for all those stuff that women complain about. And then the reality of it will hit me, and I'll be like, oh shit, is this what I was asking for? God, I didn't really mean it, dear God. I was just talking up my anus. But anyway, I'm excited, and I can't wait to see how this evolves and become this big giant pumpkin. And then, is it gonna be twins? Is it gonna be boy? Is it gonna be a girl? You never know. We won't know until, as soon as I can know, I will want to know. Alright, I think that's enough for now. That's 11 minutes. I probably have to cut some of this for it to fit on YouTube, but au revoir.